Hi, this is Andrew. I'm a health coach at Partner MD, and today I'd like to go over um, some ways to help control and lower blood pressure naturally, so without medication even. So there's a number of diet and lifestyle factors that can have a big impact here, and I'm going to go over about 10 of them today, things you can try on your own at home, and things that you can come in and work with a coach with if you have further questions or if you get stuck. So starting with number one, probably the most important is to control your intake of refined sugar and carbohydrates. So insulin and blood sugar um, can contribute in a big way to the development of hypertension. So if you do have carbs, you're going to want to stick to the whole food variety, things like potatoes, sweet potatoes, and fruit instead of the refined grains and sugars. And if you do have carbs, you also want to match them to your activity level. So if you're on the more sedentary side, you're going to want to have a little bit fewer carbs. If you're more active, exercise more often, more athletic, you can probably get away with having more. Number two, we have increase your intake of minerals. So minerals meaning potassium, calcium, and magnesium especially. And I would challenge and encourage you to try and get these from whole foods wherever possible, meaning unprocessed real foods that you would find in the fruit and vegetable aisle. So for potassium, this looks like white potatoes, bananas, tomatoes, avocado. Calcium is going to be dairy products, bone-in fish, nuts and seeds, and dark leafy greens. And for magnesium, looking at pumpkin seeds, almonds, again, dark leafy greens, and some dark chocolate even, which I'm sure people are happy to hear that. Number three, consume grass-fed dairy if tolerated. So if you don't have a problem digesting dairy, it's definitely worth including in your diet, not only for the calcium, but for vitamin K2, which has been shown to be a very important nutrient in managing cardiovascular disease risk. So go ahead and include that if you're able to. So number four, we have eat 1 pound of fatty fish per week. Omega-3 fats found in fish have been shown to reduce hypertension and cardiovascular disease. So we're looking at sardines, salmon, halibut, trout, tuna, anchovies, and whitefish. So you can also supplement here, finding a high quality fish oil supplement. But again, it's always better when you can to get the nutrition from real foods because you're getting a lot of vitamins, minerals, micronutrients with the fish too by eating the whole thing. Number five, we have drink tea. So certain types of tea have been shown to be effective at lowering blood pressure. Some examples here are green tea, oolong tea, hibiscus, and hawthorn. So aiming for like 2 to 3 cups a day, and you can have a variety of teas. That can be helpful. Number six, we have eat beets. So beets are high in nitrate, which has been shown to increase nitric oxide levels in the blood, which then causes vasodilation, which then lowers blood pressure. So beets are a great option if you like the taste, and even if you don't, I would encourage you to give it a try anyway, because you might change your mind. So beets are great for that. Number seven, get some sunshine. So UV radiation can help produce nitric oxide, so similar mechanism as the beets, which then causes the vasodilation. Again, you don't want to have too much. You don't want to get a sunburn, but getting 20 to 30 minutes of sun exposure a day, depending on your skin type and the time of the year, can definitely be helpful to get some of the blood pressure lowering effects. And being outside in nature also can help reduce stress too, which is the next one. Number 8 is reduce stress. So time in nature, time with friends, family, prioritizing a good work-life balance, and also considering some resources like meditation or guided deep breathing can be helpful with stress. Stress is a big contributor to blood pressure and all disease outcomes, really. It's important not to forget about it. It really does contribute to any negative chronic disease outcome. So number 9, we have focus on sleep. So we have short sleep duration and poor sleep quality have been shown to increase the risk of high blood pressure. Sleep apnea is also associated with high blood pressure. So following those sleep hygiene tips that we cover in the Harmonized program, it's a good idea to check that out if you haven't already. If you have trouble with sleep, it's a great resource. And finally, number 10, exercise regularly. So all types of exercise, from moderate, light, and vigorous, have all been shown to have positive effects with blood pressure. So you can do whatever you enjoy, really. Weightlifting, cycling, walking, it's all helpful. Also, a standing desk, spending less time sitting is a good idea. I have a standing desk right now. They're great. And so switching to that, and then trying to get the 10,000 steps a day, roughly. It doesn't have to be 10,000 exactly, but being more active in general will help with the blood pressure. So applying any of these tips can help move your numbers in the right direction. And if you have any further questions or like to talk through exactly how to implement some of these changes in your life, I would encourage you to reach out and make an appointment with a coach. Once again, my name is Andrew, and I hope you found this helpful. I'll talk to you next time.